And so I am intrigued about your family and your involvement in making wine. So what are the varieties that you guys are growing? What does well on your estate?
So we mostly work with Hungarian grape varieties. So one more thing to clarify. Uh, so we are from Transylvania, the western side of Romania right now, but Transylvania historically was a Hungarian territory from the Hungarian kingdom. And we are Hungarians. Our nationality is Hungarian. Our mother tongue is Hungarian. And we mostly work with Hungarian grape varieties, mostly kiralyleanyka, but we also, most of them is kiralyleanyka. We have Ottonel Muscatai, and we are also experimenting with some other grape varieties. An interesting story is the story of the bakator grape variety, which was a historical long lost grape variety from the 17th, 18th, 19th century, and it was thought that it was distinct. So nobody had bakator in the last 100, 200 years. And there were a few legends that somewhere in the southern part of Hungary there might be one last grapevine, one bakator vine. And there was a foundation in our region. They created a foundation with the goal to reincarnate the bakator, to find that one grapevine and to replant it. And after years of work and research, they actually found one grapevine, and they started working on it. There was actually, the Hungarian government was involved in it, a few like ONGs, and there was like a contest for young winemakers to be the first ones to replant the bakator grapevines. And
Wow.
I took part in that contest, and I received like 500 of the grapevines, of the first grapevines that were lost for like 200 years, and we planted the bakator vines. After in the next year, there was another contest with the same purpose. I won again, so we have like 1,100 bakator grapevines, which are experimental, but it's very interesting. It shows great potential, but the fun part is that there is no experience with it, because all the knowledge was lost. There are a few scriptures, a few ideas about it, but obviously no modern technology, no modern viticultural practices, no modern winemaking practices were ever applied to bakator. So it's really a clean slate, and
That's really
we
cool.
are the ones who have to discover it and find out what can we do with
So
it.
you're doing a bunch of experiments on that, and you've bottled any wine?
Yeah, we already bottled. So this was the first. We planted the vineyards in 2016 and 2017. So we already made a few vintages. We are trying different techniques in the vineyard, in the winery. Great potential. The grapes have this light pinkish color. It's a little bit similar to Traminer, but the bunches are a bit bigger, and the wine is it has very crisp acidity, full bodied, very creamy, fruity, lots of tropical fruit aromas. So, but obviously, we need a lot more experience to find out what techniques and what.
You're fermenting this to bone dry, to dry, or you leave a little residual
Yeah,
sugar?
yeah, bone dry.
Bone dry, great. I got to try this. And do you look at this as kind of the patriarch of the grapes in say Hungary, or was this kind of like the is this what you would dub as the native grape to your region?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't say that it's the patriarch, because there are lots of Hungarian grape varieties. I think Furmint is a lot older, and it has a greater history. Bokator is also it was very famous actually. There are some like articles about it, historical articles, that it won wine competitions in Paris, and it was exported to the Russian Tsar at the moment. So it was quite famous, quite big in that period. But I would lie if I would say that this was the Hungarian grape variety.
Well, that's a lot of fun to bring history back, especially if you're able to continue. Well, I'm sure that they're continuing to propagate more, plant more, experiment more, try to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here, or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section and see you in the next one.